Boom! Metallurgic infuser. Which is going to go up there for now until I can get some more power cables going. So that is the tier 1 of the main quest line almost done. Just have some stuff down here with the immersive engineering. But for the time being, advanced circuits. The advanced circuit is used in a variety of mid and high tier crafting recipes such as the Empower and the Carpenter. If you don't know how to create steel, we have already made a bunch of steel. Okay, you guys can go in there. I seriously need to do something about this inventory. And apparently upgrade chests again at some point. Tech Reborn stuff goes down here. Okay, so advanced control circuit. That's 3 circuit plates, 2 steel ingots. Or can use advanced alloy, which I need a redstone furnace or mixed metal. Steel, bronze, and tin. Or titanium, bronze, and tin. Do I have any titanium? No. Let's see, steel, bronze, and tin. Advanced control circuit. And that's going to require 2,000 millibuckets of glue. That's 3. Thankfully, with all the fire dragon dens we found, gold is pretty easy to come by. You go up there. 3 circuit plates. And 1 bronze coin. Or 1 platinum coin, rather. Oh, it's still under cooldown. Okay, that's fine though. Forgot to look and see if any transistors are available. That's 6 gold coins. But that means I'll still need to make the plates, which will be fine. So again, for osmium, 8 circuit plates. and 2 silicone. Okay, so super glue cells. I'm missing the punch. What did I need to get rid of for that? So driver cutter sponge. Okay, there's one. Glue compound. Hopefully this does turn into what I need it to. Yay, super glue! No, I don't want the super glue back. And that just needs 2,000 millibuckets. There we go. Some advanced circuits. And we'll probably go with a block of steel, since that's at least the most time-consuming to make. Enriched alloy is used in crafting many devices. So that's metallurgic infuser, redstone, and steel. Which means I have to connect this so it has power. Need to make 2 of those. Ah, here's my redstone. Okay. Down into the basement. Okay. So we'll let that cook up a little bit. While we harvest the stuff. Because if I can get to the point where I'm growing steel rather than having to make it, that would be much preferred. Okay, so that should be done. Oops, let me up there. Thank you. So we're moving up to the next tier of crafting table. In this table, you can also craft all the 5x5 recipes from the advanced crafting table. However, this way the autofill of JEI does not work. I'm almost kind of tempted to just keep that crafting table the existing one around and make 2 more for the upgraded one. But I don't know if that would be the best decision in the long run. Probably be a little easier, because then you could rely more on the autofill. What am I looking for? I do need to eat something. Have some spaghetti and garlic bread. Add some mechanisms so you can go in there. What other stuff did I have things set aside for? I did have stuff set aside to finish making these seeds. Zombie chunks to get zombie seeds, wood seeds, and stone seeds. And then the tier 2 crafting for Menril, mystical flower, and rubber seeds. Okay. That does seem more logical in the long run to keep the lower tier tables around. This is going to be a long chain of quests going for a little bit. Well, 6 quests. And then the tier 3 crafting seed, which is a lot of intermedium. I wonder how much I can currently make. And I don't remember if it's 9. Okay, it's 4 around. Well, it wouldn't be 9 because you have to have the crystal. That is enough for 2 blocks. Nope, tier 3. And those 2. Two mana steel ingots. I am probably going to have to wait to make this until I can collect more Inferium. Maybe not. Oh yeah, definitely gonna have to wait. But we at least have the start of it. So there's the Osram ingot. And dilithium. which is dilithium dust. Dilithium crystals, which I have a bunch of sitting in here. Not many, but can definitely end up going and getting more. So just waiting to collect all this stuff. Need to make a prudentium furnace, which is gonna be a little while. Need to build up a better stash. And I will eventually go plant those. But first, what else did I have stuff set aside that I was attempting to make progress on? I have the materials for this. They're sitting right there, so this will give some progress in the Botania. Nope, hop up there. There we go. So I think that goes near a mana pool, and if you link it, it tells you whether or not the mana pool is gaining or losing mana. Mana? Mana? Not sure how one actually pronounces that. Or it might be just one of those things that varies from place to place. I have no idea what a lot of you guys were for. Minecart with mana pool. Okay, that's what this was for. Minecart with mana pool. World domination, how to. And then the mana pump, which was this stuff. Which will just sort of sit in the Botania chest for the time being, because I don't have use for them right now. That one did steal my bucket, though. So I think that's all they wanted us to do with Botania. Unless another path opens up at some point. That seems to be the case. So on to black magic. Bowl of Empty Promises is 3 dark power gems. Really glad that this doesn't end up, like, causing lightning or something like that, because that would kind of suck. Definitely would not want to have it in the basement of your house if it did. Alrighty, there's that. Then filled bowl of empty promises, which is the bowl and 2 evil dust. Bowl of promises. Bowl of promises are used to craft the first tier of upgrade for evil craft machines. So I have to fill it with blood. $5,000 blood. Nice. I do have some in here. Okay, it doesn't require power, it's just slow. And I'm also going to need that for undead saplings. But thankfully that's only 800 per. So do I have any... I do have some dead bushes. Blood magic. Hey, there we go. Iron Promise Acceptor. Acceptor? Used in different machine upgrades. So that takes 10,000 blood and a block of iron. We definitely have the blocks of iron. I just don't think that we have the blood. We're going to need to go collecting more. I thought that I had another seed sitting around somewhere in there. You said only zombies can come back from the dead. Undead saplings will grow to undead trees. These trees look just like any other tree, except that they have undead wood for their trunk and branches. And that the undead leaves spawned by this tree drip with blood. Nice. So let's go ahead and plant these. Somewhere. I need to connect these to a hopper at some point. But that'll be a matter for another day. Actually, you can stay in there. probably better I'm not carrying a bucket of lava on my person, given my history with lava. I don't know how big these trees are going to end up being, so we'll just plant them out here. Still at some point need to remember to upgrade my bow so that we can maybe... No, not really. I mean, I don't mind hot baths, but that might be a little too toasty. And with my luck, I would end up dropping it here and burning out my poor floor. So we're just waiting for those to grow. We need to go collect more blood so that we can finish these. But we can get started on, well, we can progress further in blood magic. Hellfire Forge. Okay. Now, blood magic is one of those mods that I have a little bit of experience with. Don't remember a whole lot about it, but I have used it once or twice in the past. And it can be fun. Until you start collecting blood from yourself and you forget that it drains your health and end up killing yourself. That part's not so good. Okay, so it's a Tark gem. It's the Hellfire Forge, redstone, gold, lapis, glass, which I have here. And does this require power? No, but what does it require? Is this the one that requires demonic will? I think I remember reading something about that. Is that not enough demonic will? Tartaric gem is used for storage of demonic will up to a amount of 64. This demonic will can be gathered with the rudimentary snare or sentient sword. For some recipes. Yes, but how does one make it? Probably because I put that in the wrong slot? No? Is it specific on order? Redstone, gold. Let me look this up real quick. Hellfire Forge, which requires Demonic Will or Totaric Gem in the right slot. Has enough default will to meet the required minimum will. Okay, so I might need to get more Demonic Wills. That's just a little annoying. Because it took forever to get the first one. While I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and plant these. Seeds. There we go. So I might need to look more into that, because apparently there's a lot more that I don't remember about blood magic. Or I could just do this. Requires 1 will. Okay. So that would be snares. And hoping that the snares decide to work. Well, rather that they decide to work immediately. Okay, come on, zombies. Ow. Hello, creepers. Nope, nope. Ow. Boy, don't dodge when I'm trying to throw stuff at you, please. I'm gonna die. Ow. I'm in fire now. Yay. Not that one, J. And I end up right back in the lava. Where's my gravestone? Move a little farther away from the lava pool this time before I die again. Wouldn't be a stream without 1 or 2 deaths. Oh, I should bring the other blood extractors down. No, I'll end up dying and ending up back up there eventually. Need cobalt level for that, which I still haven't gotten. What are you? You're a goblin thing. Yes, gentle. I think I'm in trouble. Gentle's taking a while to reply. Look, I didn't swim in it. I walked through it. There's a difference. But hey, there's the gravestone, well, one of the gravestone mods in this pack. So, at least you don't have to worry about your stuff burning up. It's not swimming with only your feet. Hello, fire squid. It's an entirely different mechanic. Nope, come back here. Oh, I'm about to die again. I was almost killed by a book. And the sad thing is, I can honestly say that it's not the first time I've ever almost been killed by a book. I have almost been killed by a book at least once, IRL. And that was because my bookshelf decided it did not like me anymore, and it tried to drop one of my biology textbooks on my head. Would you go away? There we go. Finally. It can be a great weapon. That I do agree with. It's more the fact that my bookshelf decided to betray me. I need those sapphires. They sound so cute when they're taking damage, huh? Skeleton. Ah! Slime boots for the win. But I'm withered. Okay, how much? Yay, I have enough demonic will now. Haha. So there is the petty tartaric gem. Though I do wonder if it's tartaric. Yeah, that would probably be the right way to pronounce it. I'm guessing in relation to Tartarus. There's a way that I can combine you guys, but I don't remember what that is. Okay, so now the sentient sword. However, before we start storing anything, that petty tartaric gem you just made, or put that petty tartaric gem you just made back into the Hellfire Forge in one of the input slots and put an iron sword into another one of the input slots. Congratulations, you will now have a sentient sword. Okay, it doesn't take any demonic will. I don't necessarily know if I want a sentient sword, though. My demonic longsword already tries to talk to me. Petty tartaric gem, iron sword. Sentient sword, please. No? You go in here. You go back in there, because I will need you later. Oh, fun. Goodbye. Really? You're not going to cooperate with me? Oh, I do need to have another... Do I really have to have another demonic will up there, even though it doesn't actually take any demonic will? Apparently I did. Oh, mob drops. I still have poor Felix in the golden lasso. I should probably go put him back in his pen. I also at some point need to come up with names for the zombie and skeleton horses. So if anyone has any suggestions for those guys, would be more than happy to accept them. Okay, so there's the sentient sword done. Probably go with more dark gems. Oh, have the trees grown? One of them did. Might as well start keeping these on my person as well. I have to return that down to the basement. And return that to the basement. I was going to go chop down those trees. That's what I was going to go do. But thank you for pointing that out, Elecnor. I hadn't even noticed. Goes to show how observant I am. Oh, it is dripping blood. That's kinda cool. Doesn't drop saplings though, just drops more dead bushes. Thank you very much for that, Elecnor. Okay. So that's the undead planks, or logs. Now just need planks. And hopefully this will work. Undead planks and a dark gem to craft some dark sticks. Why we need dark sticks, I don't know. But at least I don't need to try and track down the saw to complete that one. To give us more blood, though. Vengeance Pickaxe is automatically enchanted with Fortune 5. The blacksmith's workshop is required. Oh, fun. So, methane. That's a lot of methane. More dark power gems. Majestic component, which requires 2 majestic ingots. Which means I'll have to go do more exploring. Or get more of that and finally create a crafter or a carpenter. How much of that element do I have? I have 1 currently. Okay. So that will be a thing for another adventure. I could probably get rid of all this humanoid flesh. I think that that would likely be a safe thing that I could do. You don't go in there. You go upstairs. And you guys go back in the basement. You go there. And then all the way upstairs. Why it had to be complex and build a multi-level house, I have no idea. But the view from up here is nice. So that's a thing. Yeah, it kind of started off as just building this expansion that I could keep the chameleons and things in. And then once I started building, I just kind of kept building. So that's going to be a little bit, because we still need the majestic ingots. But blood altars. I have thought about doing that. And if I end up moving into another Minecraft series after this one finishes, I might try to do something like that. Or I might end up doing what I usually do and build into a cave. Or build into a cliff face, or something like that. So that's silicon blocks, which is going to be a lot of silicone. Most definitely. When I started this mod pack, actually, I was living in a cave out that direction somewhere. And then I found this beach and decided that I kind of liked it here. Except for the constant presence of the brain-eating slimes. Those have damaged the property value a little bit. Okay, so there's that. Cook you to make silicon bouillie. Which sounds more like you're trying to make soup out of it. And then you guys can go in here. Pretty much all the beaches have them. They are a fairly consistent nuisance no matter where you go in the world. That is true. It's a different way of looking at it. What was I trying to build? Blood altar. Two silicone plates. 2 blocks of gold, not 3. Four lapis plates. So before I make any, do I have any over here? No, I do not. Two dark gems and a diamond. I should upgrade this machine at some point. I used it enough that it would be beneficial. 5 demon metal plates. And a stone tank, which is going to take a lot more glass. And stone, because I don't think I really have any. I wonder if they would consider diorite or andesite. Probably not. You don't belong in there. So let's go ahead and get some of that cooking as well. I want that emote though. What is that? Okay, it's just brain slug. It's kind of cute. Okay, just a general emote. That's another show that I've never actually watched, Futurama. I've seen enough bits and pieces of it to kind of get an idea of what the story is. But I don't think I've ever actually sat down and watched an entire episode of it. Just need one more piece of stone. There we go. And a stone tank. Sacrificial knife is one of 2 ways to generate LP in the blood altar. The sacrificial knife is used as a self-sacrifice method, allowing the user to convert their health points into usable life essence. To take health from other creatures in return for LP, sacrifice methods such as the Dagger of Sacrifice must be used. So that is the blacksmith's workshop. with 4,000 methane. No, just sacrificial dagger. Three dark gems, 3 gold, 1 golden sword, 2 iron. Three dark gems, 2 sticks. And a golden sword. Which I actually don't have one stashed away. Thought that I picked one up in the nether. So that's 5 more gold ingots and planks. Again, thankfully with all the fire dragons we've run into, gold is pretty easy to come by. Pliers, hammer, burner. Gold sword. And I will need more methane. Which I think I had some brewing down here. I do indeed. It'll be nice when I get to the point where I can make elevators. I don't know if I can do that yet. There we go, sacrificial dagger. And a weak blood orb. Hello. Forgot that it does that. You'll just go in there for now. Arcane ashes. Can be used to create the alchemic array, which is needed for the new way to create the sigils of blood magic. So the arcane ashes requires 0 will, redstone, white dye, charcoal or coal, and gunpowder. Bone meal, gunpowder, redstone, which I'm going to need to go mine more of. There we go. The alchemy arrays needed to craft a few lower sigils from blood magic about the new way. Can be created with arcane ashes by holding them in the hand and right-clicking on the ground. For the use, for example, to create a sigil, the player must place the needed items with a right-click in the sign, and the sign is consumed by the process. Items must be placed in the specific order. Create an alchemic array on the ground. Okay, so I need 3 blank slates. And I need to eat again. Food is a constant battle in this game. Okay, and normally blank slates would be made by... Oh, they upped it to compressed stone. Interesting. Divination sigil is used to check important details about both the blood altar and the player's network, including the altar tier and total life essence storage levels. To craft this sigil, you must place the needed items with a right-click in the alchemy array sign. These items must be placed in a specific order. Redstone, blank slate. Okay, and definitely going to be doing this outside. Not sure how big the arrays are. Oh, okay, not big. That is really cool. Those look like Norse ruins. So, divination sigil is completed. Reagents are used to craft sigils and other important stuff, only craftable in the Hellfire Forge. Let's start with the water reagent. So that's 2 buckets of water and sugar, but I do need more will. So that will require a little bit of farming before we can do. Okay, so yeah, that requires more blood. This is going to be more farming to get will. Coat of arms will absorb a very small amount of blood when you engage in combat. Keep in mind this armor will not get any benefit from any ruins nearby, so they aren't the most efficient. Still, passive LP gain is passive. So that's a lot of blank tanks, or a lot of blank slates, a wood tank, and iron plates. We might go ahead and hold off on making that for now. And see... Okay, we're waiting on collecting stuff here. And waiting on stuff for the crafting seed. Still have some things to wait for here. Wrong buttons. Might be able to make some progress here. But I might hold off on that for next stream. Okay. So I do think that I'm going to go ahead and call stream here. Thank you. Probably a good time too, considering power just flickered. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end stream here. Thank you very much for everyone who stopped by. It is always appreciated. And we are going to go ahead and see who is live to raid. Doesn't look like any of my usuals are on, so if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to make some. Otherwise, it does seem like my internet is being a little bit faulty. So we're going to go ahead and call it here. I hope that everyone has a wonderful day. And we will see you all Wednesday. Have a good day.